Thank you, Mr. Smith, for joining me today to discuss about Amy's reading. I would like to start off by saying when it's time for Amy to work in her small group, she takes charge and leads the group to complete the task at hand. She also is very excited making a classroom booklet about the desert animals and came up with some great ideas for it. For the past few weeks, I have been doing a case study on Amy about her literacy. I first started by giving her an interview about reading, and she said that she doesn't like to read much, but I hope at the end of this conference we can help her to read more often and be more literate. First, I'm going to explain the 5 components of reading. There's the phonemic awareness. That is the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate the individual sound and phonemes in spoken words. The second is phonics. It involves a relationship between sound and their spelling. The goal of phonics instruction is to teach students the most common sound-spelling relationships so that they can decode or sound out words. The third one is fluency. Fluency is reading words with no noticeable cognitive or mental effort. It is having mastered word recognition skills to the point of overlearning. Vocabulary is understanding the meaning of words. Comprehension, a reader's process of using prior experience and the author's text to construct meaning that useful to that reader for a specific reason. So the readers, when they're reading, make connections to the text. The 3 areas of strength that Amy has is that she can recall parts of the story after reading the book and filling out a story map. She can also make those connections, so she has very good comprehension skills. On the phonemic assessment, the phonemic awareness assessment, Amy did very well. She was able to identify rhyming words and initial sounds. She can also blend words like run and do run-un. And she can do phoneme segmentation where she stretches the word out like pig, egg. Amy also has very good vocabulary skills. When she was tested using the word meaning test, she scored grade equivalency of 4.0, which is a 4th grade level, and she's in 3rd grade, and she's reading at a 1st grade level, so that was really good. Some strategies to help her with these strengths, she can just improve a little bit, but these will help her. To increase her comprehension, Amy could read a paragraph and then visualize what she read and then discuss what she envisioned in her head. To improve Amy's phonemic awareness, she can read poetry with the class, because that involves the rhyming words, blending words. And then Amy could do somatic brainstorm activity where she works in a small group and focuses on the meaning of words. And she can categorize multiple words that have the same meaning. Areas that she needs to grow in. She has difficulty with phonics. On the assessment nonsense word test, Amy scored high on digraphs and blends, but scored low on vowels and multisyllable words. Amy also needs help with fluency. She reads very slow and she is a disfluent reader. Amy also guesses at words. I did a running record, and there was the word wheelchair, and I read it in the title, and she kept saying wheel cart every time the word popped up. Some strategies I can do while she's at school is she can play this racetrack game, which it focuses on vowel patterns to help her with the vowels. To enhance her speed for reading, she can read with others, and they can give her feedback saying you can do this more, you can do this. There's also the whisper phone strategy, which is a PVC pipe, and she holds it up like a phone, and she whispers what she's reading, and she can hear herself, and if she makes a mistake, she's aware of that. Some things you can do at home is you can read aloud to Amy, which is the most effective way to motivate her to read, because if she sees others reading, then she wants to read. Also, after reading a book, you can have her summarize the book, either writing it down or just speaking like a book talk. And then at home, I can send home weekly and daily fluency readings, and I can teach you how to do a running record so you can see her speed, see how much corrections she needs help with. Do you have any questions for me?
Does my child read during the school day?
Yes. After each lesson, I give 5 minutes for students to read, and after lunch, I actually do a read aloud. I read about 2 chapters from a chapter book.
What can I do to help Amy to be a better reader?
Well, like I said, you can just read. Like when you're outside, if you see a sign, you can ask her, hey, what does that say? Or when you're home, instead of watching TV, maybe you read a book and have her come cuddle up to you and read it to her.
What are you doing to help Amy?
I am actually doing more research on how to help her. Like I said, I am doing the whispering phone with her right now. And then she's working with a small group to have the pure fear back. And I have some questions for you. How often do you read to Amy?
Very little.
Maybe you can improve on that a little more. And how often do you visit the local library?
Never.
Well, going to the library, she can see the various books that are there and available for her to read. Picture books, chapter books. Because in our local library, she does try to pick out the chapter books, but she can't read them quite. And do you have any other questions for me?
No.
Do you need any other clarification about any of the assessments?
No.
No? Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Smith, for meeting with me today to discuss about Amy's literacy. If there's anything else, you can contact me.
Okay.